So, hi, this is another live, obviously. So, today I have nothing on my mind actually. Well, yeah, I have a lot on my mind, but I won't there. There was another thing. Maybe I should put that here. No one is in here though, but what was the name? This is also something interesting to. I can't say that I have the ability, obviously, to know always what the truth is of things, but I do know from experience that a lot of things are true that people deem impossible. So before I dismiss something, yeah. Anyways, maybe to check in and support or spread or whatever you want to. I just wanted to put it out there. Hey, there is someone in here. I don't know whom, but I see that there is a 1. No, there is a 0. Those 1s and 0s. I have a lot of cards here, anyways. If someone wants to ask me to pull some cards for them, and if not, I mean, really, the reason why I'm here right now is because my cat is asleep. I have a little bit of a cougar, and I was going to clean and do stuff, and I will wake her up. So I thought, okay, I can be here for a while. Then, she's she's a cat, obviously, and she is very aggressive. So the moment she sleeps, you're happy. I mean, she's so cozy also, but she's not like those normal house cats. She's a different breed, a different kind of intensity cat. Very suitable for me. Also, when I took care of this Labrador, that was a super intense Labrador. I kind of match with those, even people, I think, who have that in them. But it's not that I've chosen these animals, for example, that are very intense, but they are. They are so intense. The dog was like you could walk her for hours. She was just super vigilant and wanted to. She should have been a working dog of some sort. She loved to learn, and she was so quick to understand stuff. So yeah, she's in the spirit world now. Hopefully around me now and then. But anyways, cat is still here. Right now, she's under the blanket in my bed, which makes me so happy. And I've given her. I've been cooking fish to her. Then I have some peace and quiet for a moment. Anyways, I didn't want to wake her up. So, but I will do like this before anyone comes in, and maybe no one does. But so I will see wherever I go with this. But I will take 4 piles, or you can choose 1, 2, 3, or 4, or all the 4s, or 3 of them, or whatever you want to. And maybe they say something to you. I should always do this in the beginning, because those who listen afterwards, maybe if someone does, I used to do this at the end. They don't have the, I guess, patience to wait all the time for whatever rambles I'm up to. So let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, and the music, Oh, music touched my soul deeply. Oh, I want to put another song up here. A lovely song. Just one of them. Oh, there are so many lovely songs that I've heard lately. Just that. I think that's, yeah, that's really, whoa, oh, whoa. That's really spiritual. Absolutely. Oh, and also my XXX. No, but from when I was a teen, who is still a friend of mine. Wow, isn't he good? I will put up a link to him though. Here was this song he was playing, and that was not the one I was after, but I think that's brilliant, and they are on Spotify also, and I mean, I just love his way of writing lyrics. Yeah, I'm so impressed by what they do now, and let's see. Yeah, a couple of those went to myself. I mean, when I grew up in the same class in elementary school, and I know, Yeah, I know 3 of them, and all of them who they are. Like, super awesome. What did I do now? I don't even. Yeah, there it is. Okay, so I will just put up a few songs that lately have touched me much. Let's see. Oh no, not that the one. I don't think. Yeah. Oh gosh. When I do like this, and suddenly I hear a lot of music in my mind. So let's see. This one. Yeah. This one. I want to put a heart in front of this one, but I will just put it up like this. And then the last one for now. I'm sorry about all this. And I have all kinds of tastes you can have when it comes to music, I think. But it varies. Certain days I just love to listen to very, very soft music. The only kind of music I really don't listen to, but I don't dislike, is like this very, very hard music. My bonus son love that kind of music. I don't have like, I haven't listened to it a lot. Sometimes certain kind of music is, you have to train your mind or your senses to sort of get into it, I feel, before you can start to like it. Do you hear what I say? I sit and look in another direction when I talk. Here's the mic. Wow, so now I put up some songs for you guys if you want to listen. And as I said, those Reverend Revolvers, those, you can find them on Spotify, their whole whatever. So someone is in here, but I will just pick for this 4 piles first then. Sorry. First I need to get the oh, someone was in here and turned off again. Yeah, maybe I didn't mention this is pod. How disappointing when you can't see the cards. I'm sorry about that, but that's due to my laziness mostly, and also I don't have YouTube on my phone. I don't want to, so like that. It doesn't help much, but I'm a little bit suspicious. All those spy apps. Okay, so I mixed these together, all of the decks. I don't know what to do now. I will just keep them like this. These are several decks messed up with each other, but I will not change this. First, I will use this and see what comes up for pile number 1. And I will take the other part of this. I think it's like 3-4 decks in the same pile. It's messed up. But. Okay, for those who choose number 1, or I will also do this astrological thing. If you're a fire sign, that's the number 1s. Fire signs or number 1s, whatever you choose. And then the earth signs and number 2s or number 2. And third would be then air signs or number 3. And last, water signs or number 4. So this is that for the 1s or fire signs. If you don't care about astrology, just pick a number. Let's see. A message for you today. So I will not probably use them reversed, but this came reversed. This is ace. No. This is not ace. This is 8 of cups, but it was reversed. The woman here is standing in a boat. This deck is called Sensual Wicca. No one used it online because of the images, but this is a very sweet one though. So what it shows is a woman standing very peacefully in a tiny boat, and she steers this. I don't know what moves it. I think she is with her kind of energy. She's just following the stream here, and she's relaxing, kind of. I feel blissful, sort of. And in front of her, or sort of beside her, but more so in front, there is a dolphin jumping ahead, like showing the way. I think she follows this, but she don't have to strain a lot. She just glide on the water, sort of. It's like her intent is the motor for this. And since it's 8 of cups, generally this means that someone is leaving something that they aren't fully satisfied by. All these 8 cups are standing on top of each other, and there is something missing still. Although there is a lot of good things there, there is not like 100%. It's not exactly all that this person wants. So, for the ones or the fire signs, this is about leaving something behind, going somewhat with the flow, but also with the heart. She wears a pink dress that blows in the wind, never mind, but that symbolizes also the heart chakra. So I think this is about trusting also, although you don't know the destination. You don't know exactly. She's also gliding on this water, so it's about emotions very much. Maybe romantic, who knows? But and also the dolphin. It's very, very playful, and that she's very, very trusting. It seems so small, this little boat she's in, but it will carry her where she needs to go. It's not a fancy one, tiniest I've ever seen. But yeah, so this is about taking the chance, being brave enough to go with your aspiration. When you feel that there is a pull where there is something lacking, although many things are good, but you still feel that something is sort of off or something is missing, then be brave enough to leave, actually. And even if you don't see where you exactly are heading, even, or what to come. It's a very uplifting card, but at the same time, it takes somewhat courage to leave something you are already pleased with in many ways. Yeah, so that's the first card, or for the first ones. But it's so relaxing, this, which is surprising. 8 of Cups usually is not so relaxing. Exactly. It's more like worrisome. Here is no worries. They kind of know. I think this dolphin and this woman know that they belong together and they are doing this journey together somehow, although they are different and everything. It feels like they're carried kind of by spirit. I don't know. There is also this sky is, a bit pink colors, and everything is so sweet and so calm, and also very uplifting. There is no fear for all this ocean that she's on, or that she's about to travel on, so to speak. And oceans also symbolizes very much love or so on. But there is no fear here. So beautiful card. Okay, for number 2, I said I would change. Okay, I will change then because I said so. But I like that pile that I held right now, so I will now take number 2, or what did I say? Earth signs. Okay, message for you. This is also, I'm an earth sign, but I usually actually choose pile myself, but not when I do them. I go back when I have forgotten what I said and see if it matches me, and usually it does, though. I hope it matches someone of you as well. Please feel free to write a comment now or afterwards if so. Okay, so for number 2, or earth signs. Okay, so here we get also reverse, but I will ignore that fact. And then an upright also. Oh, so here we got number 2 of Wands and the Chariot. So this is from the same deck, Sensual Wicca. Okay. There are 2 naked males. I have no clue why, actually, but probably related to the name of the deck. But they're standing looking at those pyramids, and there are different colors. I mean, there is one black man and a Caucasian, do you say, or a white man, having their arms around each other's shoulders, looking at these 2 pyramids. That's a different kind of 2 of Wands. I think this is about cooperation, about the nakedness. I think very much is about vulnerability, to show who we truly are, and being accepting of each other, as well as building things together, having the same vision, and then we can do great things. Yeah. And I think if we find those that we can cooperate with in that way, and also to see to see how much more we alike we are than different oftentimes, join together for a common cause kind of thing. And this is these people, or these two at least, these are two men, as I said, they have the same vision, they have the same ambition, and that's a huge one. And yeah, cooperation is needed for this to be possible to do. It's seemingly an impossible task, but it can be done. And then come the chariot, then, and that is the or wagon, or yeah. Here there is a man and a woman riding these. I don't know, maybe it's a chariot actually. It's called that still, so it seems almost like they are riding the horses here, but they aren't. They are on the chariot there. But what it means is that these people, also these two couple, or what it is, they also have their direction. I think this, what is interesting in this also, is that those two men have their backs towards me, so to speak. In this image, how you see them, you see their backs, and on this chariot, you see the woman and man from the front. You don't always see the chariot card like that. So I also think that these two energies little bit are opposing in their direction. I get a sense that this is not too easy to combine. The direction of this couple, and where they want to go together and what they want to do, and this thing that, which is more like the thing that these this couple want to build and do together, that is more of a I wouldn't say maybe traditional, I don't know, but I mean, there are great goals here too, but they are more on a more, let's say, call it quote unquote normal scale, a certain goals to reach or do. But these men, they have higher goals, and they go a little bit in different directions here. That's a little bit of a problem, I think, for these number 2 or earth signs. Yeah, that's what I see. I need to check this more. Yeah. And I think this is also because number 2s are always or often about choice as well. So I think this is for you who chose number 2, or who are earth signs. I think this is a little bit, as I said, difficult to combine, or maybe of. I mean, I think it can't really be combined right here. I think there is a choice to be made, and this is not easy to make, because both of these things are something that you want, and you can't see how to kind of do both, because they go in opposing directions. Yeah. The chariot though is a major arcana, so that is a have a stronger pull, in a sense, that have a stronger energy. So I think maybe you will go with this, but still feel that you want the other thing, because those ambitions are the highest, and you kind of want that, but you may hold yourself back and go with a minor, so to speak, goals that are still very powerful, and you want them, but you will keep having this sort of craving or longing to do something greater. And yeah, maybe I will have to pull some other cards about with this. I think so. This was interesting. I will pull some more cards for number 2 because this was so. I need to understand that better. So here we have 4 other cards. Let's see. 4 other cards. So we have okay. The Magician first, and then 6 of Wands, 9 of Cups, and 3 of Pentacles. So what I can see here, this is from the Wizard Tarot. The Magician is someone who can be a little bit a trickster, but it doesn't have to be. This is someone who have learned how to use their tools or also manipulate the world, you could say, but that doesn't have to be a bad thing though. And also balance between giving and taking. There's many things that this person is enjoying to juggle, you could say, because they see that they are so capable of doing this. This is someone who have also 6 of Wands is someone in this deck. She is or he is standing in front of a crowd and they are listening. And there is this window behind where you can see the night sky through. And I think this also in this deck it talks about a little bit. This is a card for winning, but it also talks about being vulnerable for things coming from behind, kind of that there is this openness behind there. It's not just this crowd that actually. Also, they are somewhat distracted. They listen, but they can easily get distracted by someone else, and this person would lose their attention. So this, I think this magician have to kind of bring some sort of show to the whole thing to keep the attention span kind of those listening. But they're good at that at the same time. So it's very good. And then we have 9 of Cups, which is someone that is very content with what they have in themselves and with themselves. I think also what they have accomplished, it could be like right now, something special they have set out to manifest, like this magician, and that is successful. So, and then we have 3 of Pentacles, and that is in this deck. It's a corporation, but these are also in this deck. It's two. A woman and a man, parents and a little child. And here I feel like it's very much about education, maybe, or because this used to be about cooperation. But here I think it's also about education, because his child is almost like one going to school. And they are watching over this little one, how to, or also to give things gradually and so on. So I think there are people, I think this, who you are, whomever, there's someone in here and then they go away, they come and go anyways. So these people, I mean, no, I'm just drifting. I mean, this one that is you who chose pile number 2 or an earth sign. You are the teacher here to come across those who are they are innocent also, but also very, very unaware of the whole scale of things and so on. And you do reach others, but I mean, there is a long way to go, you could say. And that's what I see in this card. Yeah. Much balance, though. It's very much balance. Yeah. And you can balance all energies. You're very good at that. All these fire, earth, air, water, whatever they represent. And I think the one thing that you don't do as much sometimes is listen to your intuition. You could manifest even more so, but you're good at that. You're brilliant at it. But you could do even more so if you trusted in that even more. So I hope that gave something to someone. And then we will go back to the first one. Pile. No, deck or whatever. So, for number 3 or air signs. Let's see. Here we have, I say that they come reverse. So if that means something to someone, let's go with that. But to me, I'd turn them anyway. So this came also reversed. This is the alchemist. What to say about this alchemist though? This is someone, as I said, this is for those who choose number 3 or air signs. Wow. Oh, the alchemist. This is someone who very carefully, they are a little bit detached from other people and they keep the instincts at bay, or like restrained. There is a lot of shit going on outside of the window. I mean, this one is at the top of the tower, trying to balance these different elements like perfectly, one drop of this and one drop of that, to like cause the transformation that is needed here, and not to spill or not to. I'm very, very concentrated and focused and very skilled. But there is lightning outside, and there is no fear here, but there is a great focus because of the understanding of certain dangers still. Yeah, you could say. So someone that is blending things to perfect something, to get a solution or a solution or what it is. Yeah, that's what I can say. I could say a lot of more things, but it's about balance also within, of course. But I think this very much, also this person needs to go and take time and be by themselves to be able to focus on this great work that they are doing. So that is the meaning of this one being at the top of the tower as well, because alone, like doing this practice, this is not something you can do together with others because of the concentration that is needed for it. So yeah, I hope someone understands what that is. And then for the last, and then I will just go. I won't stay here for long if no one is here. Whoa, I dropped a card. Maybe that has something to say as well. Oh, here it comes again, this 8 of Cups. Oh, let's see. Oh, I got a message from this Kirk person that I mentioned first there. Oh, how sweet. How he is such a sad face. Thank you so much. Bless you for sharing. We never even got started in the interview. It's way, way more. Oh, I can imagine. Oh, I was answering him. Oh, I'm sorry for being silent. Sorry. But oh God, I can't sit here and be quiet. Uh, let's see now. I'm doing interviews. I hope this is not secret. I don't think. With Bob Leon, possibly daily. Oh, I will ask where that is. Oh, I'm sorry, being quiet. Gosh, this is just. Oh, I want to keep notes shutting me down, but I will stop. Okay, I can't sit here and be quiet now. How can you not answer someone like this? I mean, right. So let's see. I must just do a few things more. Gosh. Oh, and then they are messing with my Facebook too. So if I put let's say those hands, like they put some other faces up so that it becomes wrong. Well, let's see. Oh yeah, this will be on Facebook apparently. Oh. Okay. Oh, so many things that you cannot talk about. I've been through. I won't even talk about it on this channel because I don't know. But there have been some craziness going on, and there are so many things that people would not understand and not believe because it's too. Their heads would explode, and mine too, when I learn new things that I didn't know about. It's too much to understand or comprehend for people. But apparently, anyways, he says that he will come on some, let's see what it said, Bob Lyon, possibly daily interviews, so the whole story can get out over time. And this is like civilians, you say, so they can understand, well, I'm kind of a civilian. The missing link. Oh. Oh. Uh, okay. So, okay, gosh, I'm sitting here quiet now all the time. So, but as said, just being through the things that I've been through that I even can't talk about. So, and that make me understand the truth of certain of these things very much so. And anyways, yeah, I will. I will just get back. I will. Gosh, I need to do. I'm on live here. Oh, hi, hi. Oh, sorry for not greetings. I'm sorry for not almost being here because now I'm chatting with this person. Do you see the link at the beginning there? Kirk Rees, or however you pronounce it. He's now chatting with me on Facebook. So, but Yeah, that's very, very interesting. Det är lugnt. Yes. So, I will just do the fourth anyways. I said I would do four, like, if you choose number 4, or water science studies. I will just do that and see if he, I mean, that's, oh my, I mean, I'm a regular person out. Yeah. Yes. Yes. I'm sorry. Sorry. I'm getting back soon this day. Wait. Uh, oh, um, yeah. And oh gosh. Oh gosh. Yeah. What can I do? One good thing about having been through a lot of scary things is, at least in my case, I'm not saying that that would always be the case, but in my case, I was so afraid, and being, so afraid. But I won't talk about it here more because I don't want to attract more shit. But um, yeah. Oh, and I'm writing at the same time here. So what I want to say is that what am I going to say? Yeah, is that when the fear is maximized, and that have really really been maxed out in my case. It was so much overload of that. So I think it was like, I'm not saying it have gone away, but yeah, somewhat. I don't see really what would scare me more. I mean, all of those things that I learned, certain things about things that going on, of course they are scary, but at the same time, I think something snapped in my system, so I don't feel fear like that. I think it turned to courage. I think so, or I'm just being numb or something and super scared. I don't know, but yeah. Anyways, that's surprising. I've never felt more. I mean, more calm or less scared than I am, because yeah, just that's fantastic. Okay, I will just put some car now and not concentrate on writing meanwhile I do this. Wow. Oh, now I get another answer. I like to check it. Do you have, okay, let's see. Being brave is not the absence of fear. It's being scared shitless and doing it anyway. Oh yeah, they say so. But then again, fear can really, no, it was someone else, luckily. Oh, I will write later to this one. But uh, you know, you cannot not answer someone like this. I mean, yeah. Anyways, you know, well, I think it will also go together with rage or anger, pretty much. My fear, I mean, it can really um, turn the other way. I was also, when I was super scared, that went into, like, I mean, also rage. Because when you are treated in an unjust way, that also, I mean, you know that this is not right, and you kind of, that feeling is like very very extreme. For quite some time I was more scared of that. I mean, of my own anger, if you call it anger, but that's like a soft word. So but I think I will first do this for oh, now there is another one. I think that I'm more fearless now. I mean, that's a saying, and I know it. I've heard it many times, but I don't think it works for me. if I'm afraid, if I'm like really scared, it depends. When it's smaller things, like I hate being on, let's say, stage or talking in front of people like that. This I'd like, but such things I really, really, I mean, I dislike them to a degree that is almost feels like death kind of scare. It's like extreme, but worse, honestly. But that is minor things, and then you can push through the fear, and then that's bravery, I feel. But when it comes to other things, harsher things, I don't know about that though. Um, but I don't know. Maybe. But I feel like my bravery, if I have any, that is connected very much to not even be scared anymore. I mean, what could happen, and whatever happened. I mean, I cannot betray myself. That's the core of it. I could, obviously, everyone can, but I wouldn't, because I would not like sell my soul. Yeah, so there is no, I mean, yeah, it's almost like, they when they talk about anxiety being like the same sensation or feeling, like being excited, although you interpret it, you have a different story about it. And I feel like that's kind of it. I get a little bit excited by things that are dangerous. I always was. I mean, I was like, I'm not an adventurous person, like, I don't know in what kind of way, bungee jumping, I don't know, but in some ways I am. I've always been drawn to check the if there are some borders or lines you shouldn't cross. I like to like push them to see what's there, and I think I've always been excited by those kinds of things. I can't say that I'm not. So, and I think that's part of it still. I mean, yeah. I think also it's about intense. I mean, intensity. When something is very like on the edge, that creates a certain intensity. You need to be super focused, and I kind of like that part of it. Okay, I will pull the third here now. No, the fourth. I mean, and then now I'm scattered all over the place. I'm so sorry. Okay, I will check another thing. He wrote about something. I will see what it was. An interview on radio last night. I will try to check that. Jason Levine. The missing link, part 422. Maybe I can just Google it. I don't know where it is, but I will check it. Maybe you will too. Okay. All right. So now number 4. I will just keep talking afterwards, or you can also. Or what is nice? What's for them? Oh, and also I can feel people so very much on the distance. This guy, I feel him. All the hairs on my body. I mean, in my arms and legs and everywhere. They are just standing up. I just feel him. I feel people often, but I mean, these kinds of things, they are like on an extreme level, and more so than I know about. Apparently, I have a lot more to say. So, well, nothing. I can't say that nothing surprises me anymore. Everything surprises me all the time. But yeah, at the same way, in the same way, not in the same way. I mean, at the same time, what I was going to say. I can speak Swedish with you though. But yeah, anyway, I understand. I've come to that conclusion, anyways, that nothing is unbelievable. Yeah, both because of my own experiences, but very much through those, but also from things that I've learned to see in different ways, and so let's Okay, number 4, water. They don't want to say anything. Okay, let's see now. At least. This is the king of. No, this is the emperor. I thought it was the sword card. Oh, here you are. Nothing is unbelievable until proven. Otherwise, no. No. Actually, no. Why should it be? But, yeah. Anyways, I will just talk about the emperor. Maybe that's you coming up here. This is someone that rules an empire. He can be somewhat. I'm sorry, I'm burping like. Oh, he can be like harsh or stern, and also pretty logical. I mean, this guy, this emperor, is not someone that really believe very much in psychic things and stuff. But in minor things, this person may be open to that, but mostly he rules in this physical 3D world and focuses on those kinds of things, or the maybe the psychological part, or the mental like part, or physical then in itself, or energy wise as well, but not like um, in those kinds of ways that I work in. So, and you sure for sure. Oh God, I stutter all the time. I get all upset by this. The feel I get from this guy. I need to relax that out of my system. But I kind of want to go back and write more, but I will later. Anyways, so lately I have been feeling very anti-establishment and thinking to myself, who made all these rules? You made them. Yeah, you know. Yeah, men. For one, I'm not trying to be anti-men. You are the greatest. If you are a man, but I think you are, or at least you say you are. And I'm not trying to be, because those are the most beautiful. And one of the things that Pat said in one other his lives that I've never thought about. But by the way, anyways, this emperor, this is someone who keeps their life in order, very structured, very much like this is there and that, like less like as if it would be 4 empires, like, or something, keeping everything in its place and structured, and have it like an overview, or look over it all. You're a biological male. What other males are there though? Another thing he mentioned is this whole, and this is so triggering for people because they feel like it's, and I'm so giggly also. I joke about certain things that are, you shouldn't maybe, because it sounds bad, but it's because I'm just childishly humorous in my mind. Like, it's not mean intent to anyone, but anyway, so about this fact that when people change gender, or can change, they can only change to one other. They cannot change to all these, since there are said, it's said to be, I mean, existing many kind of genders. Then you should be able to transition into any. But anyways, I'm not. Yeah, the topics, they are so touchy, and also so propagandad. There's so much propaganda going on what to think and feel that is right, and so on. So anyways, yeah, you're a biological male. Yeah, I like those. And this emperor for sure is also. But I'm not saying, I think since I work on the energy plane, I'm certain that we all have I mean, we have all kinds of traits like within also. Yeah, that we can feed or nourish and live forth. I mean, that's also another thing that I've thought about, but now I go off in a way that I probably shouldn't, because it will aggravate someone. But one thing that I've thought about quite a lot is how it's defined, that no one reacts to that fact that, for example, if a male wants to transition into a female, or even just being like trans or whatever, I mean, dressed like that, or whatever they think, how is that the definition like of a woman? No one like shouts and waves some protest flags. I mean, why is that a woman? That you have like those dresses, heels, or nails? I don't know. So other women, let's say, that aren't, that don't portray themselves in that way, because that is kind of seen. I don't know how this goes like in medical ways, but I mean, that is seen. I mean, they have to kind of prove that they are a woman. I mean, not prove, but I mean that they want. That's kind of signs that is what they are. Then that they like that those kinds of things. What? So what does that do with those females that aren't into those things, or really opposite maybe, I don't know. It's very limited though. It's very narrow way of seeing what that is. I don't know. Much to say about that. But anyways, the thing I was going to say about that I've never heard before, and it really made me, I won't say shock, but it made me really see things very differently, because I've heard various things before. But one thing that he mentioned is that, he said it with way better words that I God, stutter, than I can recall right now or know how to express in English though. Yeah. Yeah, why? You can say whatever. What I think is that if someone feels that, I don't care at all, honestly. That's up to each and every one what they think about themselves and feel what it liberates them, let's say. Whatever feels good to them. I don't care. I don't care, but then again, I also feel that it's not really it depends. Actually, all of these to seem aggressive against that or judging against that, that's because those, at least some of them, there are those haters out there, I'm sure, but most, I think, or some of them are aware of the greater agenda that goes on and what's behind the push of these kinds of things. And that's why these things are questioned, not like on a personal level to try to prevent someone from being authentic with themselves or what they feel. That's not like what it's about. So, but I also feel that it can go many ways. You know, for example, let's say in sports, then that will like ruin women sports. If I mean everyone that will, yeah, you know what I mean. And that's not the most important thing though. Otherwise, I mean, other things like if men that are going into showers with girls, I don't know, because they identify as that in schools, or where is the limits? I mean, you can see it from one side, but you also have to see what will happen what will it reflect on another end then. I mean, we want to embrace, I mean, I at least want to embrace everyone, and especially if someone feel vulnerable or let's say outcast or in any way, you know, without a voice or small or whatever. But there is also something on the other side. I mean, what does it lead to, and could there result in other problems? Does it make other people subjected to, being whatever victimized even, or whatnot? I mean, when it's not even okay to talk about, then that's not right, I feel. Oh, I just dropped some cards. When it's just hated on, if you have a different view or think about various scenarios, what can happen then or whatever, then it's not okay, I feel. But also I am open to change my ways. I mean, that's where I stand now. But it took so much for me to change those ways of thinking, because I was very stuck in my ways of protecting certain people or ways of seeing things. So I was very aggressive to those who thought differently. I've changed my ways, and it's hard to describe. But anyway, so yeah, what he was saying then, and I guess, gosh, how I talk. I have to not have this up later. I will put it on some like unlisted one. Yeah. Obviously, but it sounds like an excuse if you say that to someone. I also feel that many don't just hear if it doesn't fit the narrative, the overall, let's say, propaganda narrative. Anyway, so what he said about men and female, he was so sweet and talked about this whole the roles we have. I'm not saying we should be stuck at all in some kinds of roles, but the fact that, well, what he mentioned is that they don't want, I mean, male, I don't know, you're a male, you can talk for males more so, but to some women to like crawl in the sewers and cleanse whatever shitty stuff, or get blown away by or climb on top of those electrical or whatever, changing some sort of conductor, I don't know what they're called, or is getting electrocuted or crushed by some heavy equipment in some workplace. Well, not. I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm absolutely not saying it's wrong for women to want to do those things or do those things. What I heard that I've never heard before is that for a man to see that happen to a woman, that someone is blown off, so it's just their shoes left or whatever, like military stuff or whatever can happen. It's different for men to see that happen to a woman than to another man, because I mean, I'm not saying that this is true even, but I heard it differently when he said it, and I kind of can relate, not like as a male though, but I can relate to, or I can understand this whole sense of protecting women and children. I think that is like inherited also in the DNA kind of thing, actually. And we are different. We are very different. And I could say many long and stories about this regarding myself, but I won't right now. Anyways, maybe on another channel. But yeah, that's something I can understand in a different way. It's not about like wanting to have women just standing in the kitchen being ruled by. It's also about being protective, you know. Yeah, a human soul first. But would that be different for you personally if you were out with, let's say, working at some sort of, I don't know, military or police, I don't know, but something. It could be anything. I think that also go for those who have herds of reindeer, although there are women who want to and actually work in those fields. They are dangerous though. But whatever the fields are, and I don't think there should be. I mean, I'm not saying that there should be should be prevented from doing whatever they want, but I also understood it differently. I mean, would it be different for you if it would be a woman or a man that I mean, how crazy question though. All of it would be absolutely horrible. But I mean, I can relate in that way that if it would be a child, that would be worst, you know. And I'm not comparing children and women though. I work at a nurse as a nurse. Oh, so I mean, yeah. Mm. But I mean, if it would be a violent thing where you saw someone getting where there was like, as I mentioned before, how horrible visions to keep in mind, but still, would it be different for you if it was like happening to a man, or let's say it like this then, would it be different for you if you think about it? We don't know if we aren't there, obviously, but if someone there was bomb. God, where I'm going with this. I mean, I prefer to just think in terms of great visions. That's what I think. We have the we are images, as they say in some sort of religious ideas of the create. We are creators, and we can create our life. I mean, our world with our visions also. So it's bad to keep those visions, but so it will be equally tragic for you. I mean, that's sweet too, but to me it would be absolutely worse if it was a child, let's say. Aside from that, I think, and also it's about, of course, how close you are to that. I mean, everything would be horrible. You can't say anything else, but of course, if you have a bond to someone, that is different, and so on. But Yeah. But still, I could hear that. Maybe that isn't sort of an. It depends on those. I don't. I don't want to say like more masculine males, and also I like think that it would be equal. Yeah, you said equal tragic. Oh, so do you feel equally protective over men and women? The same also, of course. He was a child. Yeah. And I think this is, I mean, I think about the buffaloes. That's a beautiful image. And I don't mean this as a trap, either for men or women. We are different, and there have always been the case in all kinds of whatever tribes back in time, you could say. There have been, um, I'm sure, I'm not, I don't remember, but if we lived lots of lives. But I mean, I'm sure there have always been exceptions to what's common, let's say. But when it comes to the buffaloes, when they have when something is threatening there, they stand in a circle and have the children in the center and the women or female buffalo or what they call around the baby buffaloes, and then the male buffalo stands on the outside of this or create this outer ring to protect them that are in those inner. Uh, I'm the type of person that like to make sure everyone is okay, so much that I often forget myself. Okay. And here we have this Eight of Cups again. Now it's the third time. I just come, I just shuffle around with these. But okay. But I think, yeah, I think still there are some. I worked as a with childcare, like Waldorf, or I was like going to education, uh, Theosophy or Waldorf. And what I saw there, I've done that before also, but never recognized it as clearly, was that even kids like 1, 2 years old, when they were out playing, I mean, this is not on an individual level, there can be differences. And I'm not saying this is like good or bad, it's like just more so natural, I believe. Those there was a huge difference between the baby girls and the baby boys. They were what much more outgoing and like pushing each other or running around or whatever. The boy little ones, and the girls were just sitting playing with like some. I mean, we are culturally influenced also. Or from our environment and so on, but I mean, they were so small, and that was such a clear uh, difference that shouldn't be pushed. I don't think that, but also I don't think it's good to push in the other direction either. So I don't know, but that's where I'm at right now in my thought processes, and I don't think I have all the answers at all. But this Eight of Cups here, why does it come up? Does it come up for you again? Like you have to leave something. Oh, the previous one. It's for you, maybe. Did you choose number one? You're the only one here, so it's like you are content with many things, and still you maybe want more happiness. Have you spoken to the girl? Because this is someone that is like the suggestion is to leave, even if we are pleased with a lot of things. I'm not saying this is for you because this just came up a lot of times, but maybe considering what you talked about in my previous. Here is someone else in here. Do you have a question? Maybe we should ask something about these things. I always ask like these personal questions about whatever. Maybe we should ask larger ones and see whatever happens. I mean, I don't know. Yeah. But you seem very aware of these different, can you say, agendas and stuff. Not everyone is. Maybe over there. I don't know. But not in Sweden. We are totally oblivious. Is that the right word for it? Many are. but less so, I think, maybe last year's. Let's see now. Also, this came up. This is an extended, let's say, for this alchemist, I feel, because there are two more cards, and first this alchemist. But you are, what I was going to say before is that you are like, you work with that trickery or magical, in the sense of making it seem like certain things very much just to enhance an experience, right? So that could be, I mean, manipulation isn't always bad. Also, it can make you understand. I mean, working with that, you of course have an oftentimes an experience of things not being as they seem. I mean, people see, I mean, don't believe what they see, I guess, also sometimes with your work or what you work with other times, magic like. Yes, but magic is the ability to manipulate the mundane. Well, that kind of magic, maybe. I don't feel that. We are different. I've heard a lot of variations of what magic is. It depends on the word manipulate, actually. If you want to make someone, I mean, as I think of it when it comes to those stage magicians or like you, although you do other things as well, right? As far as I know what you've said or wrote here. So I think when you try to manipulate someone, you try to make them see something that isn't true, right? Or try to make them, I mean, steer them in a certain direction, whatever. But anyways, when it comes to what I consider real magic, and that's not like something that is not natural. That's it's so natural in us, but it is about changing the world. But it's not changing so well. It is about changing the perception, but the it's about being real. That's like the core of it. It's not an act. It's not a. It's the realist in ourselves. It's like working with our energy of the soul. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I understand that also. I haven't never worked too much with the illusionist side of it. Although I'm a dreamy person and I like certain ambiance like that, and it can enhance the experience. But I've always actually, it's later years that I worked with certain tools and stuff more. So previously I was just working through my intent, you could say, and that worked well too. But yeah, a good thing to do though. I mean, it's fun. Things can be also fun. We are here to also enjoy our lives and whatever we do, right? But I don't think it's. You asked about this another time also, but I don't think to trick other people. I don't think usually that is a good idea because you feel that, and that is one thing that I feel with Pat. By the way, he is so real. I don't know who he have been or whatever happened in his life, whatever. And maybe I'm wrong. I've been wrong before in my life about others' characters, but what I feel is that realness. That is like in a deep way. I see that, and that like it's a core thing, and that is what I believe is also don't work magic just for the fun. I mean, it's also about the healing. It's about expanding our consciousness, and sometimes that could help to use tricky means to make someone realize that they can't know everything in a certain level. So let's see. So I try to merge the two. Hi, SK. So I just want to say first that this alchemist that came up, then it came two of cups, and there are two females kissing actually on that, and also that I don't care. I mean, what to each their own, and whatever makes everyone happy. But I don't think that you have to push others to agree with you. For example, as you said, if you say, "Well, that's okay." I mean, if someone wanted me to call them whatever, I mean, if I don't agree on those concepts or way of viewing things, why should I comply to that? I mean, but up to each whatever they do, and also those who protest. That's also okay. That's not wrong, and they should be like dismissed. And also 10 of Swords. Let's see. Yeah, okay, then do. If you have to, then do it. Ask something. And then 10 of Swords, anyways. So this is someone that have been backstabbed a lot, but she's like shining bright like a star. It's like she lives through her soul, so it doesn't matter. Those people that will see through this whole trying to throw shade, a lot of shade or bad intent or lies on this person. Yeah, this is so much love and so much. I think this also we talked about. I mean, SK, you have to write this thing you want to ask. I just keep on talking about the cards that came up before. I think this talks about embracing diversity, but in a good way and not be like divided. These 2 of Cups with these females. Yeah, and I think this maybe is going on in the world. This is a moment of tension, very much so. It can go any way. Maybe it sometimes feels like that it have already gone far overboard, but I mean, maybe not yet. So I think we can embrace this, make this a good world, and come through it. But we need to also, I think, expand our consciousness to be more aware of who we are, and not only limited to our previous perceptions. Yeah. There is a person actually whom I like a lot. I want to know if he will contact me or not. Also, I got dreams yesterday as well as today about him, and I'm more confused right now. Okay, well, I won't really answer, but I will take the what cards will I take? The Crow Tarot. I take them. I will pull a card for. Oh, okay. Come back later. I have to put this down there. I said so many things that would have upset people. Wow. Anyways, yeah. Okay, SK. Me too. I mean, honestly. Wow. So let's see. I will just shuffle this and pull a card for the relationship with you and that person, not going into his thoughts, feelings, aims, or actions, or so on, because I don't do that. But you can check other, there are a few around here that would. I got the World card first of all here. So, what can I say? I don't know. What were the dreams, by the way? I'm curious. But the World card usually seems like a successful conclusion or celebration of something that you accomplished, like in a very positive manner and all that. So that can mean yes, and it could also mean an ending, like a resolution of something. I will have to pick some other card for you. I don't remember. Okay, interesting though. He's in your subconscious. Maybe soul is talking to you. Let's see. Page of Pentacles reversed, and then 7 of Swords. This is also someone that is there. There is a thief here going on. I will say the Page of Pentacles. Usually that is slow thing, but maybe not since it's reversed. I will check. I never used them reversed almost, so I don't know. It says that Page of Pentacles may manifest in the form of blockage. Take the Page of Pentacles in the reverse position as a warning. It's time to ask yourself if your enthusiasm has waned, or does your desire require more dedication than you're willing to give? I only remember, so yeah. So maybe this is more so a suggestion to let go, because the 7 of Swords says like this: the cunning trickster crow is trying to fly away with a stash of shiny swords before the other crows can get them, but there are too many for him to carry. Maybe this one is like flirtatious with more than one, if he's with you though. But Maybe he's busy with someone else or some others. A person attempting to deceive you or is trying to get away with something unethical. If you're hoping to be able to trick or take advantage of a person, the Seven of Swords serves as a warning that your plans will fall through or you risk getting caught. Yeah. So what can I say? These are very different. All of these cards are different. So it seems successful. First of all, the World card is the strongest of these energies, of course. But then, I don't know. Okay, so it means he might be dating someone else. Yeah, if you are not, if you are honest and have a good, I mean, then so. I mean, what it also warns about this Seven of Swords is that don't try to be not honest. Yeah, because that you will be exposed and that will you will not succeed also in whatever endeavor. So it talks about, maybe it's talk about you also. Okay, are you honest with him though? Maybe you have to be honest with yourself. Maybe that is the problem here. It's not that you can't succeed, I think, but do you want to do the work? The Page of Pentacles was a little bit if you really want to put in the work that is needed for this to work out or so on. And then I guess this is pretty much on you to do something also. We didn't have much conversation yet, but you could if you, I mean, you get an answer if you contact him also, right? Somewhat easier than asking the cards. I think that's what they are saying. You could succeed in this, but you have to put in quite some effort and in an honest way. Otherwise, it will backlash. Let's see what. Actually, I was moving on from him. Then dreams part made me remember him. Oh, well, maybe you have moved on. That's what the card said. I mean, this World card was this ending. It's not surprising. And sometimes, I mean, oftentimes in dreams, people I mean, sometimes they are the exact persons that they are in real life, so to speak. But oftentimes it represents something or someone else, even if it's a person you know. So, but yeah, that's why I got this card with Page of Pentacles reversed and all that. And you would probably not be honest with yourself if you are. Yeah, okay. If you're getting the point. If you feel that this takes too much effort or energy, there are so many other things to focus on than this, I guess. So, yeah. Where did I put the rest of there they are, the rest of the deck. Do you have some other question on your mind? Or here we also have Seven of Wands, and that is someone standing on top and others can't reach. They try to pull. Hey, are you back? Yes, other things are there. No, that's all. Okay. I hope you got something out of that. Although there were several messages that were like going in different directions. So I have to turn off I have the TV on. It's disturbing. And that's also another thing. It's possible to mess with all. Oh, you're so welcome. That's what. Well, that was not a lot, but also that the Seven of Wands. Others who want to put you down somewhat or bring you from your position or so on won't manage to do so. I think also it's good when you remember your dreams. They oftentimes have a message of sorts, and that could be that you are like on top. That since you don't remember what it was about, but maybe you will some other day, and it's good that you know your worth and that you walk away if it doesn't seem to be yeah, up to your standards, so to speak. You're worthy of the best. Yeah. Yeah, understood. I should probably focus on other things now, like all. Yeah, or other partners, and stay strong. I mean, don't get, what is the word for that? Oh gosh, I'm so slow sometimes. Um, don't sell yourself short. And yes, I think you won't, anyways. But don't accept less than you really want. Is also what the card says. But I don't think that is an advice you need. I think that's clear that you won't. Yeah. Don't like. I don't remember the word for that, anyways. But focus on whatever makes you happy. Career, if that's it. Yeah. Not this one. I assume then. You have to work too hard for little. Let's say. So, anyways, okay. Sediment Magic, do you have a question for today, or how are you about that? Oh, I've said so many things now before here with you, so I think probably I should explain more what I mean. But anyways, hopefully they're so long, these pod things, that people won't even listen. So that's good, though, in a way. Otherwise, I will get haters. Yeah. Maybe not so much anymore. That's true. I need this advice. My girl bestie makes me realize that every other time. Good girl bestie to have. Yeah. And I think you know it by now also, because that seems like, even if you haven't practiced it too much, you kind of know, you have a different view on yourself, and other people who wanted to put you down, or like, people don't like when people are on top of them, whatever it's about. Many people don't. I mean, jealousy is one thing, but also envy is another. And yeah, it's good to have a girlfriend like that, because also girlfriends can be quite envious and try to, I mean, yeah, all kinds of things. Yeah, but you are on top, so don't ever let anyone bring you down. Keep yourself at the highest. I was thinking about what we just talked about. Oh, the magic and my spiritual side. And in general, I feel like both yin and yang at the same time. And I kind of identify as a gray witch. Yeah, you mentioned this before. Oh, I need to shuffle these cards with a different. I Oh, I would try to. No, this is wrong. Sorry, I just come to think about it. Oh, I would like to learn these trickery things that you do, by the way. But oh, is there a question there? Anyways, I will just try. Oh, these were hard cards. I can't do. Oh, yeah, I could try to shuffle them. Like yesterday, I was in a coffee shop. He was like 21st in Europe in poker. Anyways, he showed me like how you shuffle them, the real poker players cards, and it looks so fancy. So I kind of wanted to do that with my tarot cards, but usually I don't. So, but I did like a little bit now. Anyway, ask about it. Okay, what is the exact question here? I think we all are both yin and we are whole. We are yin and yang at the same time. I don't think we are like lacking anything, but I also think we are unique, and we have. I mean, I'm educated in Ayurveda, so in Ayurveda we have. Okay, I won't preach about that, but we have like, it's about all these elements, spirit, or akasha as it's called, earth, water, fire, and air, and that we have various we are born with a certain constitution that we are born with, that is our specific unique balance, and that is different for each and every one of us, but we all have it all, and we are whole as we are, let's say. So let's see, how do I control my powers? Okay, I will just pull a card and see what they say. I will ignore the fact. No, I won't ignore the fact that they came upside down. So here we have Ace of Cups reversed and Nine of Pentacles upright. And this is from the Crow Tarot. They're very beautiful. I also watched this in Sweden. We have this, the what are they gonna the moose walk or no travel journey or so. There are mooses journeying from one to the next side, and these were just the highlights of it. But I totally love that. Anyways, they were crows there and all kinds of things. It was on TV. Never mind. It's very calming. It's like being like pretending to be out in nature, although you're not. Like, anyways, I love nature. Okay, we will. But the Nine of Pentacles here is a wolf, and there is a crow sitting on his head. There is sunlight. He's so calm, this wolf, and there are some pink lotus flowers at his feet, so to speak, or legs. He's laying down. He's so calm, like relaxed, very like you see. If you see a happy, content dog, it looks like that, but it's a wolf. And then there is some green tree, and there is a butterfly. This is like you at peace, sort of, and you have all these different elements. So I see that whole yin and yang in you, both with the butterfly and the lotus flowers, and also, but still this strong wolf and raven. Do you have like? Do you know what totems you have? Because maybe you should work with them also. Anyways, Ace of Cups. This was reversed, so I will see what that says. That is the problem, I think, here. When the Ace of Cups appears like this, it may signal time to curb your emotions. Doing so will enable you to see a situation, revealing the best path forward. It may also suggest that you have repressed your feelings for too long and have become cold and distant. Yeah, so my interpretation, but you should go with your own keys to these, to what these mean to you. This is also the Nine of Pentacles is someone actually having a lot of connection with all things around in nature and everywhere. But that's someone who is like alone, kind of, but in a good way, like at peace with himself and the surroundings, and focusing on what this person loves the most, which is like the badger and and deer regularly visit my backyard. Oh, wow, how cool. Oh, send me a picture or something so I can see it. Now you want to be secretive of who you are. You can't put a picture here now. On your page, maybe. I can go onto your YouTube. Anyway, so, but what do you think about this whole Ace of Cups here? Have you repressed your emotions a little bit? I think also being skilled in this trickiness, maybe you also project that, or I mean, not project that, but that you interpret that way. I mean, when you see other things with other people, you believe that they also are trickers. But maybe they aren't. Yeah, I know. I mean, like this, maybe you like this poker player, like maybe you try to see what their game is, like what their manipulation skills are, and that's like you seek to understand those kind of mysteries, or those kind of to solve those kinds of things, how to see through something like that. But maybe I mean, that's a little bit cynical, although very smart in many, almost always. But when it comes to these powers, let's say, I think personally it's to embrace this whole things that seem very, in that case, also unlikely in our normal, quote unquote, ways to see things, to embrace it as real. There's another thing, but let's see how to control is. This is about control, and I think it says that you should control emotion. I mean, let's say I will continue to talk about other things I thought, but this was about the cards now. Then the Ace of Cups reversed here. I think this is about energy basics. I mean, you know all this, but I will try to preach to the already, anyways. Energy needs that's why I also say when people ask questions that don't mean anything to them, or if they ask fake questions or give me fake information, that won't result in oftentimes in correct answers. Sometimes it does, though, because the spirits are like tolerant. But anyways, but I believe that the emotions, if we aren't emotionally invested, we don't have enough power. We need to also use that. I mean, the energy that transforms, we need to like collect, that this is what I mean with magic, but there are many ways to see it. Recently, I learned some quite different ways that others see magic, and the way they only work with so much. They work with themselves mainly, and do not try to change things outside. Let's say for an experience that also changes them and obviously the world in that sense, but still, anyways. So I think this is about, but also about the badger and the deer. Maybe they have also a totem connection to you. But anyway, yeah. So although this card talks about also controlling your emotions, because you need to like make your, I mean, be able to pull your energy into a concentrated form to be able to direct it into a goal or an intent. And if your emotions and everything is scattered like this cup, it pours different kinds of streams from this cup into different kinds of lotus flowers that's beneath here. It's very fiery though and everything, but it's like, I don't still think it is that you have an overload of bunch of emotions. You've never showed it here. No, but I think it's more so that you can become a little bit cynical, or logical. Like you can cut off emotions more so, and that is what is lacking. So if you want to, I mean, control your powers, I don't really understand. I mean, if you want to be powerful, that is what it's about, rather. I mean, I mean, otherwise it's about just training. It's about exercise. I mean, you can train the more you work with various things, the better you. I mean, that's clear for you with this stage magic or whatever it is, honestly, in life. Some people have very great, let's say, powers or skills in that kind of way, magical sense, let's say, naturally, or have it maybe in previous lifetimes and whatnot. So it comes easier, but still we can develop all kinds of things. And the more we focus on something, I used to say that to people who want to learn certain things from me. First of all, when it comes to magical workings, it's very much a transformative process. So it transforms you from within, and you cannot be dishonest in this work. I mean, you can. There are those who are, and then nah, it's not so good though for them, and not for others around them. But I mean, to do it in a powerful way, you need to be honest with yourself, and you also need to see through yourself. You cannot, I mean, that's the problem usually. I'm not saying that's your problem, but I mean, for many, I think that is the case, that we don't want to see ourselves truly. And this process make us very much aware of the things we don't, also when it comes not the least to the things we don't want to feel. So to open up, we can we to for it to be balanced, or for it to be strong, when we open up these different psychic skills or so on, let's say, if you call them also a part of magic, because they are, then we cannot do that. I mean, the way to open them, the way to practice that, also open us up to ourselves or the things we may have wanted to push away. Do I speak about this too much now? Let's see. I repress a lot of emotions. Yeah, that's what I thought. I'm the kind of person that if asked hur mår du, will answer det är bra. But inside I'm not always okay. Yeah, God, I hate having to type out these kind of things on a computer. Yeah. Yeah, I get that. That's a good skill though, generally in the world. I used to be the opposite from, I mean, this was early on that I was like this, I don't know, when I was like young teen. I just dislike that person so, no, not person, but that question so much, because I thought they really don't want to know. They want that answer. Like, it's good. Like, I just wanted to connect in a different way, or at least if someone asks something, they should know. I mean, they should want a real answer. Like, yeah. So yeah, that's what I feel this is about. You to be more powerful. First of all, be true to yourself. And you can't. This is a Buddhist saying, or I don't know, a meme. I quote memes. How bad is that? But you know, when they say if your compassion don't include yourself, then it's not complete. And I think that that's also another thing. You need to be. I mean, if I consider what you written before here, you aren't honest with yourself if you dismiss your own good, if you don't consider yourself and your well-being and put others in front of you. Why do you do that? Don't do that. That's like, it doesn't help. Maybe they help them to use you. But I mean, it's good to be a caring, loving person, but then again, all people are more or less egotistical. So what's the gain for you to like, one thing is that if you feel it's fun, those things that I learn and I teach and I do, most of that, many things of that anyways, I do for free because I love it so much. And I love to see how that also, when those seeds, when they really start to grow and people understand more. I guess that goes for anything. When we talked about politicians, I mean, not politics, but those kinds of worldly things also. I think that is the thing that make us inspired, that we see that, wow, people can understand more of this. And it goes both ways. I love to learn from others, but yeah, anyways, the answer to this thing is, I think, wow, I know I start to think about one thing. I wonder if this is absolutely wrong. Maybe I go overboard with you. I'm so sorry, but you have heard me before, so you don't take it apart so much. I'm not doing this in a psychic sense, by the way. Maybe I should. But I will just talk right now from my mind. You talked about this whole yin, and that you work in a female place, and I mean, they're mostly females, and that it's. I mean, you're drawn there because of your personality, I'm sure, also to work in that kind of caring way. And that's sweet. That's wonderful. But also, maybe you repress some of this wolf, this alpha male wolf. Maybe you have sort of gotten taught somehow that this is not okay in some way or another. And there lies your power also. And I'm not saying that have to be a male thing. We all have some sort of wolf inside. Um, yeah. And also, I have the puma or the lion, you could say, or lioness, and they rule. They rule the pack, so it differs. But anyways, whatever. Anyways, so yeah, I mean, you have the power, and you should not. Why do you do things that don't make you happy, or why do you dismiss yourself for something that is while favoring someone else? I mean, I'm not exactly asking you. I'm asking you to ask yourself that, because you have the answer to it. When I'm balanced, I can really connect with energies, manifest, etc. But when I'm in chaotic state, I am all over the place. Yeah, bad vibes. I mean, sneak in, and it becomes kind of dark magic. Let's hear what that is for you then. I like these discussions, although I'm not saying. Well, once again, I'm not saying I have the answers. I like to just see if I can figure out some answers. Like, I have probably. I mean, I don't have, but if I would do a psychic thing, they used to know. But so yeah, I think that so this Ace of Cups show both of these things. But you know when you are in balance, though. I mean, you know what you need in your life to focus on to be in balance, right? So that is what should be your number one priority. It's like you have not given yourself the permission to have yourself as a priority. And oftentimes, usually this is what I talk to with other women, but many times, when we have that kind of sort of codependent ways, maybe we could call it, but it doesn't have to be called that. Whatever it is, just carrying ways, whatever, we forget ourselves. Still, what was I going to say about that then? Yeah, oftentimes when learning to not do that, since that also becomes like a automatic pattern, like we don't question it because we're used to it, and if we stray from it, it sounds or it feels like we are very, very selfish or aggressive or whatever, since we are not used to something else. But if we practice not to go into that ditch, we need to kind of turn the volume up quite high on the selfish path, even to the degree of being a little bit not so friendly. I mean, being a little bit maybe rude even, or being like very clear towards others and not even caring or minding what they think about it. That's like a way to start to have those boundaries that you need. Boundaries also for you. You like your aura like it's like leaking energy, and then you can't like work magic in a strong way. Yes, I just become so overwhelmed sometimes. It's just easier to just go with it and get it out of the way. But let me know again here. The chaotic state can be a really good state. Maybe you should work chaos magic. I don't know a lot about that, but you do kind of with this whole other stage magic thing a bit. Anyways, okay, but I don't see any dark magic here, though, I must say. I mean, in the cards. But what do you mean with dark magic? Do you mean like with ill intent? Because magic is just energy. But you call yourself a gray magician, so I guess that's like, or gray witch, you said, yeah. So I guess you work with the polarity of energies, right? Because as I see it, there is no dark or light magic. It's just magic, and we can direct it in any kind of way. And as I also used to say many times, people don't like that, but those greatest healers could also harm the most, because it's the same techniques. You do the same things, but you're just directed in a different way. So, I, so I don't know about this whole. Good thing though, if you feel bad vibes and you mean that you direct it in a negative way or harmful way, good thing is that you are so scattered then, because then you can't make much harm. And that's the only reason I hesitate to teach about these things as well, because I know the power of this. I mean, there is more that I don't know also, but I know a lot. I know enough to know that this is not to play with. And I also know that it can totally harm someone if they think it is. And you don't know before you have this. It's like having a high position, let's say in society or something, like a powerful or a lot of money, whatever. You can cause a lot of bad things. Also, you can cause a lot of good. But I mean, the more you can influence things, the more you must also have those ethics or that understanding of what the causes may be. And that's why certain people I recently learned avoid that a lot, because I work like that a lot. I mean, that's what I do mainly, not only, but a lot. So, and I love that. I do it also for fun. Yeah. I think it could be not seen as a good thing, but yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think I don't think it's a coincidence that we have these kinds of abilities, and why should we not use what we have, for our own benefit? And that is one of the witchy things that I learned when I was like 30 plus years ago, or something like that, or 30 years ago. The first thing I learned from the high priestess I had that then was or maybe not the first, but one of the most surprising things for me, since I came from the Christian or those kinds of backgrounds, not like I didn't grow up in a Christian home, but culturally, let's say. And so when it was about focusing on things that would gain me, I thought that would be like evil. That's mean. You can't do that. That's not okay. But that was such a healing thing, because I think the opposite way now. You can't really actually be there for someone else if you aren't able to be there for you, if you can't give yourself what you need, and also think that you are worthy of that, you know, to receive all the good things that you also wish for others. That's like very upside down to dismiss ourselves. Yeah, let's see. You're right. What did you write here? Yes, I just become so over. Yeah, you said that. Yes, it's a very fine line. I have to work, and it can be very challenging to balance them. And as someone who never really had a teacher, I had to try and yeah, gosh, I've been I had a really good and clear teacher, and still I was off the rails quite some, and therefore I hesitate. And it's not because I want to hold secrets; it's because I don't want others to get harmed by themselves, But still, I want to be open to those who want to learn from what I have. But there is a lot that I still have to learn and don't know. So, but I learn as I go. I continuously work with these things, so I learn all the time. So I had to try and fail a lot of times to find out how it works. Yeah, it must be very, very difficult. It's enough as it is when you have had really good teachers. I mean, there it's a lot to sort out and discover. It's still always, even if we work in a covenant or with a group, it's still always an individual path. This is very individual. I mean, it's your own experience that teaches you what works, especially for you. It differs for us also. My craft is something. Well, let's see. You were in a fairy weekend coming, right? Yes, right. Or I kind of am, you could say, but I'm not actively with them though. They still exist. They don't take new members, but my craft is something I keep to myself because I know this is real and potentially dangerous. Yeah, but that is where I feel like I think that we people are. I think we are here to discover our potential as all we are. Well, I have some work to do with in the physical realm, rather. I mean, I dismiss that too much, but yeah, I do understand that, and most people do, and I think that is smart. I mean, the thing is, as I mentioned before, I have been exposed to kind of a lot of harassment, gang stalking. I've been exposed to threat stuff. Oh my, I couldn't even talk about it all, but it have been going on for long and from many different sources. Wow, and all the lies that have been spread and all the things. But the thing is, I know so sure. I mean, know at the core who I am, and therefore nothing really bothers me anymore in a way. and I think also that have been sort of a practice, because I mean it's not smart for me, for example, if I wanted not to be attacked, should I go talking about all these things? No. No, that's not what I would do. But I do believe we are here to learn. I do believe we are here to, yeah, expand and become more and more aware of who we are, who we truly are at our soul, in our soul spirit, and also who our potential, our abilities. We use so little of our brain, let's say, and heart, let's say. But yeah, so therefore I want to make it available. But weekends don't preach, and I sound like I do, but I don't think this path is for everyone. Absolutely not. It's nothing you can't go like a weekend course like or something. It's a deep practice, and you have to meet yourself very, very closely, face to face, let's say. Or yeah, so to be out so to the outside world, I kind of mask it as a new age shamanic thing. Yeah, yeah. I'm sorry, burping again. I don't know what I'm eating. Popcorn. All right. I'm kind of in the witch closet to most people around me. Oh, yeah. I mean, to me, it also is like this. I am very open with all the things that I do, but many people just dismiss it, and I don't care also about that. But I mean, it's more interesting when you see those people getting more surprised, those more so logical ones that realize that I actually am a medium or the psychic, can see things and know things I can't know, so to speak. And the magical parts, that's just mainly, I don't work magic most of the time for other people because it also takes a lot of energy. But when it comes to closer ones, when they need help or something is happening and so on, yes, I do. And that is very efficient. I mean, that is the most efficient practice I know of, the strongest. And I really love it. And yeah, the coven I come from was Court of Joy Coven in Hello in Stockholm. And I was born there, so to speak, and I love them still. I absolutely will always adore and love those. But yeah, it wasn't a lot going on at the time. So hey, can I have a reading? Yes. What kind of reading do you want? Do you have a question? What is coming towards you in love? Okay, I will keep doing this crow tarot for now then. It was something else I was going to say, just I have to remember that. What was it now? Beforehand. Oh, maybe I come back to it. I think we'll talk another time otherwise. Okay. Cat, what is coming towards you in love? And by the way, know that nothing is set in stone. This is just the patterns from the past. So if you want to change this, you are able to. So here comes the Lovers, but it's reversed. Why? Why is it reversed here? I think it means that you block this. You want it, but you block it. Why do you do that? Let's see. It says, hey, JH, what is that girl EC thinking about me? Oh, not love related. Interesting. Okay, first of all, Kel, yeah, what to say? Yeah. I will read actually because this is reversed Lovers card. I think you block it. That's what I take from it, but I will read. The Lover's reverse may tell of an imbalance in a relationship. As a result, you may discover you are not being honest with yourself about the reasoning behind your decision. Take the time to check in, meditate, and examine your choices, is what the card actually says in writing. But, what is about choice? You are single, yeah, but relationship wise could be also not in a relationship, but we have relationships with people. Yeah, well, what I think about also is the way you ask the question. You ask about what is coming towards you. Maybe the answer, no, the answer, but the question should be, what am I going towards? I mean, any energy goes where attention. No, how is it? Where attention? No, energy flows where attention goes. No, whatever. But anyways, yeah. This is you blocking this. This is there is strong love around you, but you are not going towards it. That is what I take from the question. Are you like waiting for it to come towards you? Go towards it. Discern, meditate, and do these things, and be aware of your choice and what you really want, and then you go and get it. Sounds easy, but I think it is actually. Yeah, I'm also single, by the way, but I kind of like that. Okay, let's see. Yeah, yeah, there is something here that you are, because you want it, but you are the one standing in your own way somehow. Yeah. So that's my advice from the cards also, to actually become more aware of what you truly want, and also be brave enough to take action toward in that direction in various ways. And that is what will so to speak, come towards you. I think, and also you don't have probably to do a lot because the universe listens to our intents. So if you have an intent and you're clear what you want, then you maybe just have to do very small measures for it to come actually towards you. Everything around us responds to our vibe, but your vibe as it is now, as it seems in the cards, is a little bit blocked though. But it's clear that this is what you want. But you are not aware that you are in your own way. So, but the clearer you get with what you exactly want and how you want it to be, and your reason for wanting exactly that it's not like something that is put upon you that you should think or whatever, that you actually become aware. Oh, you're welcome. I hope it gave you something. Yeah. Then it will be resolved. Yeah. It feels so strange when I do like these very short ones. Like I feel like I'm not fair to those that I talk with a lot more. And it was someone up here. Did they go away now here? What is the girl thinking about me? I don't know. But I will pull a relationship card for you or something. Steal the crow tarot. Oh, let's see. Whatever. I will not ask what she thinks because I think that's her integrity. But I will see your just something for your relationship. Yeah. So, oh, here it comes again. Wow. How is this possible? Of all these 78 cards, this lover's card reverse come up again. How is that possible? That's very odd, though. I will still see what it said again. I will read it out loud again then. This reverse tells of an imbalance in a relationship, and this was not a love relationship, but I mean, this is about choices, though. All lovers' cards are about choices. This is not, since it's reversed, I think it's also about not making a choice of some sort. But anyway, as a result, you may discover you are not being honest with yourself about the reasoning behind your decision. And this is not about what the other person is thinking. This is about you, JH. Take the time to check in, meditate, and examine your choices. Yeah, what can I say? It seems like you are being a little bit unfair here. Especially maybe towards yourself, actually, but also maybe you are part of causing an imbalance in this. Not at all. What are you saying not at all to? We don't have a relationship. She's rather an enemy. Okay. Okay, but maybe. Let's see now. But we have a relationship to everything. Okay. Well, there is an imbalance if you are enemies. That's not balance at all. Anyway, so. But here is the thing. I think this is the sentence for you. As a result of this imbalance or this animosity, you may discover you are not being honest with yourself about the reasoning behind your decision. And then they say, take time to check in, meditate, and examine your choices. So I don't think you like that answer. But that's what the card says. So yeah, and the lovers reversed could if it's upside, if the lovers is being loving or caring, like, then the enemy, the reverse could be enemies, of course. Yeah. Also. Oh, but you left. I don't know if you left. You're maybe still here. Do you want to add another question? Because I don't want to ask about the other person's feelings or thoughts, so on. But if you want me to understand this situation more, I can do like this. You're not here still, maybe, yet, but I will do it anyways for you. A relationship layout for you with that person. I know you're not in a relationship, but for the understanding of each other, maybe you ask about it still, so it means something to you, apparently. Okay, I will do that. But that was the clearest for now. So, okay, something heavy. You need to let go of some heaviness, and there are illusions here. This was not meant to. I will just cut the deck and do a relationship. But you don't see clearly how this is. You're like trapped in some sort of way of some way of interpreting the situation or seeing it, and that's not real. You need to let go of this heavy burden that you have carried for quite some time. Is what I see for you, JH. Okay, now I will cut the deck and do the. So towards you, that is. Okay, first of all, this card is for you. The Emperor reverse. This is someone that can be quite harsh, mean, judgmental, sorry to say. And the other person is Three of Wands. This is someone waiting for some reply here. Waiting for some message or some... yeah, this is someone who have tried to maybe reach out to you or something. They are very emotional, the other one. Very much in there have been stormy emotions, but they have like... they almost drowned in these, but they didn't still. They are waiting for the air and the sky to be clear, kind of. Yeah. Some response. I'm not sure from you, but like more so maybe from the, I don't know, universe. This Emperor reversed is not a kind person. And that represents you. I must check what it actually says here. The Emperor reversed. Why? The Emperor reversed may serve as a warning that arrogance and overconfidence are getting in the way. As a result, you risk losing the respect you crave. So I think the reason why you judge harshly here is related to your need to be respected, which is understandable. But also, you need to change your ways, apparently, regarding these cards. And then we'll see. You're a little bit hopeless also, maybe about the situation or maybe overall. And then this is someone who may have been with you for a long time. What we get here is these are both reversed, but I will ignore that fact. But Six of Cups reversed. The other ones see you as someone they have had a close bond to long time, like maybe childhood, like or someone that belonged to them, like in a way, or did. But there is also judgment that was made, probably from the other person. They keep you in their thoughts or minds, or maybe prayers or something. But they made a judgment to, I think, let go somehow. And here comes this Ace of Cups again reversed. So I think you block a lot of your emotions towards this person. I think this is one of those situations. Oh no. Okay, blessed be. I will try to figure out what I was going to say to you earlier, but I forgot. Maybe I do. Otherwise, I would just stand. But maybe you can come back and listen to that later if you care. Okay. Go jobba. Bye-bye. So this Ace of Cups comes reversed. So it could be, I think this is not someone that is overwhelmed by emotions. This for JH. This is someone that is becoming more cynical, or the thing is that what you long for really is this respect or love, actually love. But it comes across a little bit differently here, for sure. Oh, what did I do now? I almost got this to go away. So, and the last two cards for you then will be, and here comes also, this is very much Stadium and Magic, like those cards that came up. Yeah, you have turned off your emotions pretty much. But anyways, yeah, but I still feel, there is a Nine of Pentacles here. I think this person that there will be no animosity oftentimes with those people we don't care about. They will just ignore. They are like nothing to us. Like, so this kind of, I think this is someone you also feel like is part of something you value very much, or have valued, or something. A treasure to you, kind of. And you have learned to, like, I don't know what have happened here, but we'll see what the other one says. Here, there's the Three of Cups reversed. I think the other person made a decision to let go of you somehow. Is what I see in the cards, as the way I interpret them, and I don't interpret these in a psychic way. So if you think something else about what the card says, that's fine. That's your truth, and that is what you should listen to. So, the Three of Cups reverse may point to a time when you or the other person felt though your voice wasn't being heard, or you were feeling bullied by a group. Whoa, this is what the other person felt. That was a sign to reconnect to those faithful friends that may have drifted away. So I think this person, decided to let go of you because you couldn't hear this person, and felt bullied by a group, and therefore it was impossible to continue. Yeah, that's what I see in the cards. So she reconnected, or he reconnected with others who felt, who didn't have those kinds of behaviors. Yeah, that's kind of it. But like the Emperor reverse, that problem isn't the other ones. Let's say, yeah, that's what the card says. Not me. Don't blame the messenger. It was cards. I know that was not what you wanted to hear, though. So, what was it I was going to say Satyam and Magic, though? It was something else. I'm so happy my cat is asleep still, so I can sit and do this instead of doing what I should do, which is cleaning. Things like that. Well, I have to soon. But anyways, okay, I stopped shuffling this now. It was something I was going to say. What was it? Oh my, what was it? About these whole things we were talking about previously. Not about the magical things. It was more so about the other things that we were talking about. Oh, a helicopter or something. Do you hear it? It's no one here but me now. Oh, maybe I should. No, I don't have the energy to scroll up and remember what it was about. We were talking about these various things. Oh, I will come back to it some other day then. I feel like it was a bit harsh to this JH, but I still don't think they maybe will listen to me, so that's good though. I will also end now. I will just take a last card for as an advisor or message to us all, and then I will do what I should have been doing all day, almost. There will be some little party here tomorrow, so I have to do some stuff. Oh, so let's see now. Interesting. Sometimes I just want to keep going when it comes to certain people, understand more about the cards and so on also. But okay, for now, not last advice, but the last advice right now. Oh, now I need to change the deck actually, so I will do that first then. So, I wish I could go in depth in the other thing there to really understand more, but I hope something came across to that person anyways. Yeah. Oop. So the psychic tarot now, I'll try that for the last message for us for now. That's so sweet though. Yeah. Thanks. Say to my mother. Thanks everyone who have been here. It's okay now. So here messages: financial and material changes, 5 of Pentacles, and then sacral chakra, which is the sexual and creative energy. That's another thing about the whole magical thing. Creation, when we give birth to babies and whatnot, I mean, the sexual energy is super strong. and emotional, if that is connected, those two as well, that is very, very, very strong energy. And I think this talks about magic, these three cards, because also there is conflict and defeat in the last one. That is actually reversed though. But here I think I read them upright. There are like 2 5s and the 2, like 5 of Pentacles, 2, like second chakra, that is the 2, and then 5 again, conflict and defeat. So and these are like mirrored, almost like 2s and 5s looks almost the same. So well, what is this about? This is about people who cannot reach each other for various reasons, maybe materialistic reasons. Someone being or defeated in some way, or should. I mean, this actually it was reversed. So I think also this one conflict and defeat thing. This is like being bullied by a group, as this previous one was like. I think that didn't lead to defeat, though. I think that's why it's reversed. There was an intent to push this person down the stairs, like, or something, like make them yeah, fall apart, like, or. And that's one thing I feel also with Pat. Maybe I should put that here before I go. That the aim is to like harass him, to break him through various means. And to be in those situations, I mean, I have just touched on to minor of that, but I can understand how, to some degree, I can understand. And when it comes from also those authorities in society that do the bullying, I mean, they are paid to bully people, kind of, in some sort of situations. I'm not saying there aren't good ones, but, or with good aims, let's say. But that's bad. Anyways, so what are the messages here at the end, though? There is it's this, the sacred chakra is the one shining through. So I think this is also where the hope lies, or where the both our ability to create and our ability to connect to our emotional and physical body and our needs, and to express ourselves. I mean, to embrace all of that we are, and love that, not to see that as not to dismiss parts of ourselves, because all these chakras and all the energies in ourselves, that's divine, that's powerful, and nothing is to be dismissed. That is like being cut off, and that is sometimes things that have been taught to control people, to keep them in a leash, or yeah, because they know that certain energies aren't all that easy to control, and that therefore they need to paint or make people think that certain things are something to feel guilty about, or that are less good, that doesn't harm anyone, like, or you know anyways. So this was difficult, last cards. Wow, I don't know what to make of these, but that's what I think about, and our ability to create through our visions and through our minds, and also through all the energy, both in our bodies and our minds and souls. Yeah, we are amazing. All of us are amazing in that sense. But when we work from a heavy place, that is not the strongest, like from let's say a place of being enemies, for example. That's not from a powerful place generally. Although we have to, as it's called in the medicine wheel, about the light workers or light warriors, actually, to bring forth this, we have to have a strong power. We can't change things with being weak, like that won't work. So we have to find and develop the strength in ourselves and the power in ourselves, and use that for good aims. Yeah. because that is always the strongest, and what is authentic is the strongest. Yeah, that was kind of it. I also want to put, I can't really get to that now, but I think I know it. I will, I can, I can go to the, I think I will do like this. And also, just so you know, I'm not affiliated in some way or another with him or this. I don't, yeah. So just know that he may not at all want to be affiliated with me. Just so you know, I just feel like if you can contribute to his cause here and to help him get the funds for his lawyer, that will be awesome. Yeah. Is there something else? Oh, there's someone else here. Hey, if you want to ask something before I go. So I will just go back and then I actually check that radio thing that was on. There's so much going on there though. Oh wow. And then I must also clean my house. That's what I tried to stall and not do. Well, I have to go then. But anyways, the donation goes you can check his page then, and the donations goes to his lawyer's fees, and it go directly to her, Natasha. Well, you can see on his page rather. It's easier than me saying it. So and you get a receipt. It doesn't go to him, it goes to her, since he does not have means to pay her right now. They have froze his accounts, his bank accounts and such, for a long time, and a lot of this obviously is very unjust, and yeah, I won't say a lot of things about that, but I won't. I will just put that up there. So if anyone want to, and also if you want to ask for a free reading, like if I do full reading for like 30-45 minutes with the cards, that is, maybe I tune in a little bit, but generally just with the cards, and then I don't read in a mediumship or psychic way. And if you don't want to put the donations, I've never previously asked for donations like that. So, but to me, this is very important and close to home, since what they did influenced my life and does still every day influence my life. And so I'm grateful, and if I can contribute in some little way, I want to do so. Okay, then I have said that. But if I can keep this up, though. But feel free to have all kinds of anyone who may or may not listen. That doesn't make sense. But anyone who may listen and disagree, I very much appreciate that too. I'm okay with that. But if people get very aggressive because others think in different ways, that's not okay by me, though. But okay, I try to still remember. May have to scroll this up a bit to see if I can remember what it was I was going to say. Maybe if I read his, maybe it was before. No, I have it kind of almost in my mind, the thing I was wanted to say, but I was interrupted by myself. Kind of. Yeah, it was like connected to this whole who made all the rules and blah blah. Not blah blah. But yeah, maybe it wasn't connected to that, but I have a lot to say about that too, but I won't right now. No. No, you didn't have much conversation there. Oh, you should have. No, that was not the same. Sorry. What was it though? Was it about this whole magic? No. Yeah, now I recall it actually. After I almost should stop then. Actually, now I remember. This thing is one thing that I disagree with, and that is when people work with, when they call everything like archetypes. That's like a fancy word that makes no real sense to me. Well, I can understand that sometimes, but I don't know, at the same time, because the things, when I work with others in other, let's say, dimensions or so, they are real. They are not archetypes, as little as we are. It was, to me, it's like as silly as if I would call any one of you or anyone an archetype. Or we could, but why? I mean, these are not like, these are real entities. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. But what I also mean with that is that the respect for it and the communication of it, the depth of it and everything, it changes when you work like that. When you work in the magical field like that, when you realize that these both energies, beings, and so on that you work with, this is very real. This is very alive. This is not I don't know, tripping in your mind. This is something absolutely different. And if you work there are those who work in a mental way as witches, I've heard, and also there are all kinds. But I mean, if you dismiss this spiritual realm, let's say, then that really softens or it limits, let's say, that's a better word. It limits the magic very much. Because it would be like if you don't, I mean, yeah, it can go both ways. You can actually think about people like that if you want to also. I mean, in a different way, like as if they aren't real. But I mean, never mind. I say so much today. all things to just not clean my home. Where to start? Start with waking the cat. No, she wakes up anyways when I do it. So, okay, I just didn't feel good about these last cards. I will just take some other ones. Oh, I will take this Alex Gray. These are very odd Sacred Mirrors cards. This is huge. They are huge, and there aren't many, and they are like almost like practice to be in someone else's shoes, kind of. I mean, or tune into different parts of ourselves. Like, I will just take one. Oh, this was the one, Material World. And this is like a human, but all these different chemical things, patterns. This is so gray. I've almost never seen this. Space and time, energy and matter is surrounding this being here at the center. It says lead silhouette and leaded mirrors. Materia prima, beginning of the great work, identify fused with lead. In the alchemical flask of the body, the alchemist came up before. Atoms form molecules, molecules form cells, cells forms organs, organs form bodies. Our incarnation is miraculous and depends on billions of years of evolutionary biochemical problem solving. Use the great good fortune of your birth to enter life as a path and realize your true nature. Energy, matter, space, and time, building blocks of empirical reality, deep-rooted fabric of the elements, blanketing our physical stratum of being, mother womb and tomb of temporality. Wow, how I read. Thou art a shadow theater cast by the spiritual sun. Wow, I've never read this before. I need to read this now and then. Oh, wonderful reflection about the foundation of our physical being, that is, right? Wow. Yeah. Maybe I should take one more, right? But that was awesome. I will take this one. African woman. This is various different things on this, but this is for the African woman. Yeah. He had paintings, also huge paintings for this one. Skin, largest organ of the physical anatomy, details our individuality. Inner systems exist similarly in all people, regardless of race or sex. Actually, race is non-existent, but yeah, skin makes our differences obvious. Identifying self as other races and sexes, feeling prejudices and sympathizes arise. Integrating with our collective human family, dark skin, dark hair, dark eyes, continent of the origin of all humanity, black sister, reflect on your history, imagine your future. And the reflection here is respect. This is interesting. And also that divide. Everyone who talks about that is those who, wow, how far should I go with this? Hope no one listen to get aggressive. But all those who talk about racism actually enhance it, which they don't know. Because making it true as if races were some actual thing, you know, we all have all kinds of, we are so mixed, let's say, if you call it that. And also, how could you, how would you like discern what is what is the, where is the line when where it turns into a certain race or whatever, and what categories are there for that or whatever. I mean, you have to call it something else, like differentialist or something that point on what it truly is, rather than race, because it could be like certain things in a culture. It could be all kinds of things that people question or whatnot. But still, the talk about anti-racism is a way to really, really fan that fire or put gasoline on that fire, and the division it causes, and yeah, and so on and so forth, and also what that make us not see. And there are those who feed these ideas, and many do it unconsciously. But when it comes to certain propaganda and so on, and it's also with intent to make us focus on our differences, yeah, and use our energy there when we need to look at the bigger picture or greater things. Yeah, how I see it personally. Maybe a last card for that. The whole world. How will it how will it go? I will take another one. Then I will absolutely go. I can't just sit there forever. All right. So this is the tarot. Psychic tarot again. Okay, so how would it go for the world? Let's see. Oh, 3 partnerships and alliances, and this destiny. This is our destiny, and that is so good. Fate is like fatal, but destiny is something else. So this is the wheel of fortune, but I just feel the chills in my legs now. This is so good. This is people partnerships and alliances. That card, 3 of let's see what once, I guess this is, as a man and a woman who take their arms are they take how can I say, they don't take each other's hands, but they take like on the wrist of each other's arms, holding arms, so to speak, or holding one arm towards another arm. And so this is what we need to do. We need to reach each other over the gaps of what we perceive others to be enemies, like, for example. I don't want to reach all of those, though. Not that I don't perceive that I have enemies, actually, but I have those who perceive me as one. But I think, anyways, so, and I don't think ever have felt that like that, but anyway. Yeah, so this is what we need. We need to do this. Create community, reach each other, understand through our differences, and also appreciate certain of our differences. There are greater things that are of more importance than our little differences, even if they seem huge to some individual. We need, like, yeah, anyways, the destiny card shows that the wheel is turning, things are changing, things are getting better, is what it also shows here, which is fantastic. It shows that we also take charge of our destiny. We don't only follow what is predestined, so to speak, or that would be our, so to speak, fate. We can influence this, and we will. This is also the flower of life in this image, pink. This is so much heart chakra colors, green and pink in this. And that's actually the colors in the previous card also. We need to work from our hearts. We need to be in touch with our hearts. And also the Wheel of Fortune is very much about knowing that we need to grasp those opportunities that come our way, because the wheel is constantly turning. We can't wait. We can wait, and there are coming new opportunities, but still we need to be active in the now. And this is a new start also with a 10. So it's very beautiful. It will go well for the world. We need to start reaching each other more so and understand each other better. That's for sure. Okay, bye for now then. Take care, everyone. And yeah.